a Saturday, her young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles travel north of the border to take on the Toronto Blue Jays. First game of a 3-game series at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short, and that works for me. The Orioles are coming off, quite frankly, just throw away our record on the season, our last place in the standings, and all that stuff. This last homestand we just played is one of the most memorable in my 40-something odd years of living on the planet. I don't know about you. I think we had 4 walk-offs. We had another win that ended, I think, yesterday with nailing a would-be tying run at second, trying to steal. Ended the game that way. I mean, it's just, it's been fun, and we've needed it. Haven't we, fellow bird watchers? We've needed to enjoy some baseball. Unfortunately, for the Oriole fans out there that might have gotten off the boat a little bit early, said enough is enough. It's September. Football's back. I'm done with this till spring, if then. But for those that decided, you know what, I can't get enough baseball, because how can you? It's the greatest sport ever invented. You've been rewarded, haven't you? Been really fun. How long can we keep it up? I don't know, but I do know this. I think we are, well, I'm saying I think. I guess I don't know. Let me check. We are 2.5. We are 2 games in the loss column now behind the Tampa Bay Rays for 4th place in the American League East. Folks, my goals may not be that lofty, but they are still goals. I don't want to be a last place team. I don't understand when we're talking baseball why people bother to talk about, draft position. This isn't the NFL, and it definitely isn't the NBA. Who cares? I don't care if I have the 4th pick versus the 10th pick or whatever. I want my team to finish with the best damn possible record. I don't play that lose to get a pick nonsense. It has its place in the NBA. I get it. There is way more value in getting that first pick. If you're like one of 2 really bad teams, like 9-65 or something, and there's like 5 games to go, yeah, you're going to want to lose. So you can get the next, I don't know, pick a great NBA player, Steph Curry or whatever. Let's get into this game tonight, folks. So the Blue Jays, they're in first place. We got a chance to make things difficult for them. They got a 3-game lead on the Yankees right now, 3.5 games up on the Red Sox. Not that we want to help either of those teams either. We're in a bit of a, pickle here. What are we supposed to do? I'll tell you what we're supposed to do. In a situation like this, just win, baby. Toronto's a division opponent. Let's beat them. Don't worry about if it helps New York or Boston. We'll have our chance to ruin New York's party plenty down the stretch. 7 games against the Yankees in the final 10. So put that on the back burner. Let's just beat these Blue Jays. Pitching matchup tonight. We've got our ace. You know how good that feels to say without feeling like I'm, kind of half joking? I'm not joking. We've got our ace on the mound, Trevor Rogers. Record of 8-2, ERA of 1.5. All right, I lied. It's 1.51. I'm the legend. I'm exaggerating the legend a little bit. A whip of .87. I mean, the numbers are just ridiculous, folks. He's going to pass 100 innings tonight unless something goes terribly wrong. And it's just been a remarkable run for Trevor Rogers. I mean, look, folks, he can't have a 1.5 ERA for the rest of his career. He would then become the greatest pitcher of all time. I think we have to expect to come back down to earth, at some point. What we hope for, though, I think we can all agree on, is somewhere between this and, the Trevor Rogers we saw briefly last season. So if this guy can come in with a 3 ERA next season, that's fine with me. I mean, a flat 3, that's still ace material, I think. So he could be half as effective as he has been and still be a guy that deserves to be at the top of this rotation. Just an incredible run for Trevor Rogers. Can't say enough about him. Chris Bassitt is on the mound for the Blue Jays, right-handed veteran. Record of 11-8, 3.97 ERA, a 1.32 WHIP. He is 1 inning away from 162. That's that threshold where pitchers qualify for, being league leaders in certain statistics, average statistics like ERA and what have you. But honestly think they need to adjust that 162 inning threshold thing, because in the modern game, a lot of pitchers barely make it to 162 innings as starters, even if they pitch like a healthy full season. A lot of guys are only going 5 innings and 30 starts. That's 150. You don't even get there. But anyway, it's Chris Bassitt against Trevor Rogers on the mound. Let's get to the starting lineups, and we do have a couple of extra minutes. First pitch is apparently 7 minutes after the top of the hour, not 5. So we got a little bit extra time. I've got some soup here that I want to finish before it gets cold, but I'm also waiting for it to cool down. I'm waiting for that sweet spot with the soup. You feel me, folks? It's like when you put milk on the cereal and you want it to get a little bit soggy, but not too soggy. You just want it to just kind of have that right texture. There's that magical moment of a bowl of cereal of about 2 minutes where it's just right. That's what I'm waiting for with this wonton soup. Should I move on? Okay. Sorry. So here's the big news in terms of the roster today. Folks, don't blink. Blink and you might miss them. Ladies and gentlemen, coming back to the board.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Oh, we're home, Tyler. We're home. Where have you been?
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Ladies and gentlemen, in the lineup tonight, DHing. And straight into your living room, it's Tyler O'Neill. He's back. For how long, I don't know, but he's back. And we have a reason to whip out the Popeye emojis again. There goes Carl.
Ahoy there!
All right.
Anybody home?
That's good. Hey. All right, Jay. Pardon if I don't care, Bye. By the way, normally when people don't like something, they don't subscribe just to wait to have the chance to type in the chat that they're going to unsubscribe. They just leave. That would be equivalent to me like flipping through cable channels, finding a channel with content that I didn't like, stopping what I'm doing for the day, contacting the network like on the phone, spending time to just let somebody know, I didn't like this. Hey, I didn't like this. You're weird, Jay. Just move on. It's just, you understand how it doesn't make sense, right? Okay. You can't tell me, you can't respond because I'm too annoying and you've left. By the way, what did I do that was annoying in this pregame show? We haven't even started yet. All right, here is the lineups tonight. I went over the starting pitchers. God, that's annoying. Where do I get off going over starting pitchers before a ball game? Hey, everybody else that wants to, try to antagonize me, get ready for the lineups. Oh, my God, I'm going over lineups now. Where do I get off? Please, brace yourself. It's just so stupid. Folks, you Charm City chatters, you regulars, you veterans, you guys know the deal. I like to have fun with people like that. I like to laugh at their expense because that's what they're here for. They're trying to do it here. I like to, I just like to throw it right back. Hot potato. All right, lineups for Baltimore. Again, Tyler O'Neill is back. Oh, do I need to hit that button for Jay? Sorry. I'm a little... Sorry. Sorry about that. I just... oh, you didn't have to remove his comment. It was hilarious. But anyway, I just... let's just get into this. All right, the lineup here. First pitch is in 4 minutes. Jackson Holliday will lead off and play second base. Jeremiah Jackson is in right field. He'll bat second. Gunnar Henderson, the shortstop, will hit third. Ryan Mountcastle is going to play the field tonight. He's at first base. He's always liked hitting in Toronto. Dylan Beavers will hit fifth and play left field. Tyler O'Neill back in the lineup, batting sixth and DHing. Colton Cowser will hit seventh and play center field. Sammy Basayo will hit eighth and do the catching. And Emmanuel Rivera, who had been hitting up around the cleanup spot, 5 spot in the last few games, moved all the way down to the 9 spot. Rivera is at third base hitting ninth. By the way, while we mentioned Rivera, it's worth noting Jordan Westberg has begun his rehab assignment with the Norfolk Tides. He's in the lineup for Norfolk tonight. Westberg, I would assume, will be back with this team on the second leg of this road trip, which is in Chicago. We're going to play the White Sox early next week. So if Westberg's starting his rehab tonight, maybe he only needs 2 games. I'm not sure. If Norfolk plays on a Saturday night, I don't know if they're going to want to ship him up for a Sunday day game in Toronto. That might be asking a lot. I think it's probably most likely that he comes back with the team on the trip to Chicago. So that's just a few days away, and we'll be happy to have Westy back in the lineup. Here is the lineup for the Blue Jays. We're 2 minutes away from first pitch. Quickly, George Springer is in right field. He'll bat first. Davis Schneider in left field hitting second. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is DHing and hitting third. Alejandro Kirk, who's having a really nice season behind the plate, he will be catching in. He's the cleanup hitter. Ernie Clement is at third base batting fifth. Ty France at first batting sixth. Hitting seventh is Isaiah Kiner Falafel Sandwich. Miles Straw will bat eighth and play center field, and Andres Jimenez is the shortstop, batting all the way down, hitting ninth, hitting just .215 on the season. No Anthony Santander. He is working his way back from a long-term injury, and Bo Bichette, also a regular for the Blue Jays, not available. He's on the 10-day injured list. All right. I'm all caught up. I'm ready for baseball. Got the game up here. Got the live button pressed, so I think I'm all caught up. There is the Rogers Center. Next to that big old needle. Anybody ever been to Toronto? I heard it's a really clean city. It's very clean. I'm not used to that. I'm used to, just stuff blowing around in the breeze. Apparently Toronto's really, but also very expensive. One might have to do with the other, right? You get what you pay for. Toronto, everybody. City of cleanliness. So the Blue Jays have a half-game lead on the Tigers right now for the best record in the American League. Those two right now look like the front runners to get the first round bye in the playoffs, winning their respective divisions. And then you got the Astros and Mariners right now tied in the West. It looks like it's going to be Boston, the Yankees, and whoever doesn't win the West as your 3 wildcard teams. That's how it's looking. It seems like the 6 teams that are going to be in the playoffs are pretty much determined. It's just a matter of how they finish and where they slot in that playoff bracket. Jackson Holliday is taking his practice swings in the on-deck circle. Chris Bassitt is taking his warm-up tosses on the mound. The Blue Jays are wearing their City Connect uniforms tonight, which is a very black, very dark uniform with like a neon blue and neon red trim. It says Toronto across the chest with a sort of a neon skyline of the city. It's an interesting City Connect, but it's a little difficult to see, in my humble opinion. Doesn't really pop. You want these City Connect jerseys to pop, folks. Well, otherwise, what's the point? All right, Rogers Center, once known simply as Sky Dome. This place opened in 1989. I remember it well. That was the year the Orioles went from worst to almost first, but these damn Blue Jays took 2 out of 3 in the final series in the final weekend of the season to win the AL East. If only we could have gone on to win and take that division in 89. It would have been the greatest, the best. All right, here we go, folks. Baseball, we're ready. Boy, look at those fancy seats right behind home plate. I mean, what more do you need? I mean, there's about 40 chairs that probably go for about $1,000 a pop, I'd imagine. Here's Jackson Holliday, first pitch to him. It's low for ball 1 from Bassitt. We are underway. The Oriole jerseys are their classic road uniforms, gray with the orange and black trim. Baltimore written across the chest. Represent, folks. Ump says that's a strike. Borderline pitch on the inside edge. 1-1 on Jackson Holliday. He's hitting .252 coming into tonight. Just getting started, folks. First batter of the ball game. The 1-1 is way outside. A curveball from Bassitt. His first attempt at a curve, and it was not good. 2 balls and a strike. Probably won't see another curve for a minute. 2-1 pitch. Jackson lays off. It's 3-1. All right. By the way, I do want to make some comments, some positive comments about this particular player and our manager. As we wait for the 3-1 Holiday. He lays off. They do appeal, and they say he went. He looks, let me see this replay. Boy, that looked like a very gentle half swing from Holiday, but they called that a swing. That's pretty borderline. I don't know about that. It's a full count on Holiday. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he fouls it back. Well, the positive thing I want to say about Holiday is that, look, I really didn't like how he was performing in this role as a leadoff hitter. It felt like, I didn't feel like they literally anointed him a leadoff hitter. like a week into the gig. And I was not really impressed with his plate approach, particularly just going after first pitches, making lots of outs on first pitches. Well, he has developed better that way. And here's a 3-2 pitch. It's grounded to third. Holiday will be retired on a ground out. That is Ernie Clement at third base making the play. Defensively for the Blue Jays, Schneider in left, Straw in center, Springer in right, Clement at third, Jimenez at short, Kiner Falefa at second, France at first, Kirk behind the plate. So, yeah, Holiday, in my humble view, if you've been watching along with me, we just saw it. That was a much better plate appearance. It resulted in an out, but his teammates got to see what Chris Bassitt's offering. It's just a better at-bat. The kind of at-bat I want to see from a leadoff hitter. He saw 7 pitches. Here's Jeremiah Jackson, folks. We've been having fun with this kid, haven't we? He's got a count of 0-1. That pitch bounces in 2 feet outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Bullfrog, folks. Where's your button, buddy?
Jeremiah was the Bullfrog.
1-1 on Jeremiah. That ball's hit on the ground to first. Little bit of a bobble by France, but he recovers. Bassitt covers the bag, and it's a 3-1 put out on Jeremiah, 2 away. So, along with giving Jackson some credit for improving, and again, folks, that's who I am. Like, I don't like to pick on players or managers unless I feel like I've got a really good reason. And conversely, just because I throw some shade at a player or a manager or whoever, I don't just then settle for that as like my opinion of that person forever. If they do something to get better, or, I'm going to acknowledge it, And I want to say the same thing about Mancelino. As Gunnar Henderson takes a called strike on the inside edge, borderline pitch, it's 0-1. His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
2 down, nobody on, top of the first. Bassitt delivers the 0-1 to Gunnar. It's a curveball hit on the ground to first. France will again, with the help of Bassitt covering the bag, make a 3-1 put out. That'll end the inning. The Orioles go 1-2-3. Bottom of the first, Orioles nothing. The Blue Jays are coming up. So, yeah, let's get Mancelino in on this too. Look, I still have I'm still not sold on Mancelino as like the long-term solution as manager for this team. I don't blame Tony for look, he was given the opportunity to be the manager, right? Like, he was approached. They fired Brandon Hyde. He was approached. Will you be the manager? What are you going to do? Say no? I feel like Mancelino's a lot like Jeremiah Jackson, just getting thrown into the outfield and just be like, all right, just figure it out. Figure it out on the fly. You might not really be ready for this gig, but from our vantage point, this is the best we got. So just go out there and figure it out. And, Mancelino has been learning on the job. All right? And he's improving. All right? I haven't had a whole lot really to complain about Mancelino. I mean, some of the major things you get upset with a manager. One is handling the bullpen. I don't think you can argue that he's getting better at that, right? Like, we saw some really, really bad decisions like frequently in the first month, 2 months under Mancelino. There's been improvement. I know you might not want to admit it. And again, I'm not saying I want Mancelino as the manager in 2026. All I want to do is just acknowledge that given the roster, especially after the purge at the trade deadline, it's been a pretty decent. He's done okay. He's held this team together. This could have really spiraled into like a 100-loss season, in all honesty, and it hasn't. So, credit, I think, where it's due. Again, I don't really buy into him as a long-term solution, but You know, he has built up, I guess, a resume. I guess maybe he will land a job somewhere. You know, I want somebody with some playoff experience. That's my number one thing. That's me. Hey, we're underway in the bottom of the first. Sorry, George Springer leading off for the Blue Jays. First pitch was a strike, and the next one was slightly up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rogers on the mound. The 1-1 is a changeup, perfectly located on the knees outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another pitch on the outer part of the plate, a slider, fouled off. Springer, the veteran, having a good season with the average, 297. Yeah. How do you get Earl into Tony? I don't know if that's possible. But here's the 1-2 to Springer. Hit on the ground, the third. That is foul. Just foul. Well, one thing I like about this Blue Jay City Connect uniform is if players wear the high socks, because those are some pretty snazzy looking neon red socks George Springer's rocking over here. Trevor Rogers, wow, look at that. Not a single pitch he throws has batters hitting over 200 except, which one was it? I missed it. I think it was the sinker. He just struck out the first batter of the game. Springer strikes out, folks. Trevor Rogers, here we go.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Bassitt snow coning that foul, or not a foul, I guess it was I don't know. If he dropped it, he still would have had to tag him, right? All right. 1 away for Davis Schneider. He's taking it 1 day at a time. You know, Schneider, I was looking at his numbers. This guy, if he was given more plate appearances, putting up the numbers. He's played about 1/3 of a season, 11 homers, 31 RBI, and about 150 at-bats, I want to say. So you extrapolate that over, you triple those numbers. That's a full season. You're talking about 30 homers, 90-plus RBI. Not too shabby. But he hasn't been an everyday player for the Blue Jays. He's got an 0-2 count. And Rogers nails the outside corner, called strike 3. Schneider has words, and he has a point. Rogers did not throw a strike there. That was a couple inches outside. But we got the call. I understand Davis Schneider's frustration. I would be mad too. 2 down. Here's Guerrero, and he has a big hack, and he misses. It's 0-1. Guerrero hitting .301. 23 homers, 79 driven in. There's that changeup, and he gets that bad head. Man, Guerrero's a good hitter. Rogers, again, to a right-handed batter with that changeup low and away. Normally, either batters don't try to hit it or they get that strike call right on the corner. Guerrero not only got to it, but he was able to really put a good part of the barrel on there and drive it into the outfield for a hit. Man, he can hit. Matter of fact, he's 17 out of his last 34. Hitting .500 over about the last 8 games or so. I guess that works out too. Here's Alejandro Kirk, the human. What do you call that? The human fire hydrant. Look at how this guy's built. It's amazing. It's like if you took Dylan Beavers and you had a giant hand and just squished him a foot shorter, and everything just kind of pushed out. You know what I mean? He's quite the package, Alejandro Kirk. He's got a 1-1 count. Pitch from Rogers. Hit in the air. Right field. Jackson running toward the foul line. He has room. He makes the catch. He actually overran it a little bit. But Rogers gets through the first inning. He gives up a hit to Guerrero, but it was a good pitch. Just good hitting by Guerrero. Otherwise, Rogers looks like Rogers. We're going into the second inning. Scoreless. Orioles and Blue Jays. Charm City chat, how the heck are you? Mind if I do a really quick hello so I can try to wolf down the rest of this soup before it gets cold? Thanks for understanding. Chilo, Matt, Froggy, Bobo, Gary, Don Rock, Warren, Danjo, Carl, douchebag that said he unsubscribed. See you later. I still shouted you out. Carl, Gary, Ronnie, Robbie, Ricky, and Mike. Ronnie, Robbie, Ricky, and Mike. I really feel like I'm a new addition here. Big Cuzzo, Dan Kosek, Jake. Where's the fat man? Oh, that's me. Get it? Little 90s CBS humor. Baxter, Cuzzo, Kurt, George, did I get you already? Dan, am I just repeating myself? Bobo, is this everybody? Carl, Chawa, Ronnie. I think I got it. Mr. Hyde, I got you. Okay. Is that everybody? Come on. I got to hurry up. I'm hungry. Bam's here. Frank's here. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, sorry. All right, so I got some soup. And, yeah, look at this. I'll be back. Ryan Mountcastle will lead it off. First pitch is fouled back. 0-1 on Mountie.
Okay, mount up.
Everybody enjoying the giant black void on their screen now? Helpful information, isn't it? I don't know what it's doing. Hey, if you're watching the Masson broadcast, you should see the letters BW lasered onto the back of the pitching mound. Here's a ground ball to second base. Mountcastle will be retired 4-3 in the putout. Jimenez at second. Hey, there's the scoreboard. So, yes, they just kind of, what do you call it? They just layer that on there with the graphics department. But BW, I guess, standing for Best Western Hotels. But it's just funny to see, Best Western. You can see it on the back of the backstop scrolling ad board there. So, folks, they're advertising me, BW. It's all over the place. Here's Dylan Beavers.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
1-0 pitch to Beavers is up and away. A cutter from Bassitt. Bassitt's not looking that sharp. He's behind Beavers 2-0. The best Western I know is Jordan Westberg. 2-0 to Beavers. He goes after it, pops it up. Left side, near the foul line, into foul ground. That ball is unreachable. It bounces off the padding on the side wall there. 3 Blue Jay defenders going after it. Nobody can get there. It would have been an amazing catch if somebody were able to get that ball. Count is 2-1 on Beavers.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Got Bush. We've got Bush.
Two and one on Beavers. He's hitting .302. That's inside. 3-1. Look at Beavers, man. All he does is get on base. I've been saying it since Game 4. The 3-1. Outside, take your base, Dylan Beavers. He does it again.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
He's my leadoff hitter. How long have I been saying it, folks? Don't act like... If you start hearing people talk about Beavers like leading... Look, I've been saying... Look. One on, one out. Here is Tyler O'Neill, folks. There he is. Is it him?
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
And O'Neill is rudely greeted with a fastball up and in. He has to turn out of the way. O'Neill's numbers are a .210 average, 8 homers, 23 RBI. Of course, if you can remember back to opening day of the season, we played here. O'Neill was in the lineup and he homered. That was probably the pinnacle of success. I thought you said you wanted Holiday to bat leadoff. No, I said Holiday deserves more credit for doing a better job at it. I didn't say I still wanted him to do it. Come on, Mr. Hyde. Your listening comprehension skills need work. Go back and listen to the tape. I did not say I want Holiday to bat leadoff. That is a sentence that I have never said. 2 balls and a strike on Tyler O'Neill. Beavers at first base, 1 down. I'm almost done with the soup. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Gary, I think Westberg is perfect for the 2 spot myself. But I think, I don't know, right? I could see lefties, righties, 2 different kinds of lineups. Maybe Beavers in a 2 spot. Yeah, I mean, top of the order, all right? If you can't have him 1, he ought to be 2, I think. But then Westberg, where does he go? We got a 2-2 count on Tyler O'Neill. I mean, folks, if you remember last year's season 1 of the channel, I was all about Westberg. I said he was my favorite Oriole amongst the group. I think he takes the best at-bats. The first player I've seen to challenge him in that regard is Beavers. Honestly. You called that a strike, Blue? That is 4 or 5 inches high. Tony, you got to chirp, buddy. I know the Blue Jays got a bad call too, but this is egregious. Come on, dude. Who is this ump? Terrible call. I mean, way high. You got to be kidding me. 2 down, runner at first.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Jacob Metz, the home plate umpire. Good grief. 2 down for the milkman, folks. Get those cows up. Oh, Mr. Hyde's messing with me. Mr. Hyde, how about we do a rule? Don't mess with me until I've had my coffee, okay? Is it 6 a.m. where you are? No. Don't mess with me. Not this early. Give me 5th inning or later, all right? Colton Cowser, swing and a miss. The count is a ball and a strike. Come on, buddy. I mean, you people have been witness to some of the nonsense I've had to tolerate here doing this. And you want to pick on old BW? Oh, my feelings are hurt. It's 2-1 on Cowser. That pitch was high. Boy, Bassitt throwing the sinker about 2/3 of the time so far. He tries a curveball. He misses. Cowser lays off. It's 3-1. I love timing it like that. Instead of charge, you get a moo. 3-1 pitch. Top of the zone, called a strike. Now that is a strike. That's fair. That should be the top of the zone for the ump. But he went about 4 inches higher than that to ring up, I forget already. Who was the last batter? I got short-term memory problems. I wonder why. Full count, 2 down. The runner at first will be off with the pitch. Here it is. Hit on the ground to first. France is going to race to the bag himself for the unassisted putout. The Orioles get a runner on, but that's it. At the end of 1.5, no score at the Rogers Center. All right, folks, we've got about 100 people here, and 42 have hit the like button. I have got to finish this soup. Okay, here, just so you know. Little cup of soup. I need to finish it. Please hit the like button while I'm doing that, all right? Thanks. I'll be right back. Appreciate it. Fantastic. Let's check in on the Yankees tonight.
There's the 1-2. Line to right center field. There's a base hit. And that one gets away from Jazz. Another run is in. More bad defense from the Yankees. It's 7-0. Jazz could have handled the throw coming in from the outfield. And just like that, it is a 7-0 ball game. I just fucking take the whole team off the field, man. Take the whole team off the field. Take the whole team off the field. Take them all. Get them all fucking out of here. I'm so done. I can't even look at this anymore, man. I can't look at this shit anymore. This is pathetic. This is truly disgusting. This is disgusting.
Oh, tell us how you really feel. Come on. Really?
Stick a fork in the Yankees. They're done, baby. Stick a fork in them. That was
They're done. Yeah. I mean, you heard it straight from the voice of the Yankees. They're done. Right? Folks, I'll say this. I don't care how bad it gets for our team. I would never say, stick a fork in my team, we're done. No. I'll say we look like crap. And this is embarrassing. Here's a pop-up to left on the first pitch of the inning. Beavers is coming in. He makes the catch. 1 out in the second for Rogers. 15 pitches, 4 outs. Trevor Rogers just doing his thing. I don't even know who that was. That was Ernie Clement with the fly ball to Beavers. 1 away. Here's a fastball to Ty France. It's outside for ball 1. France hitting .265. Just 7 homers on the season. He's had over 400 at-bats. That's the thing about Ty France. Came up with the Mariners. There's a called strike. It's 1-1. You know, supposed to be a first baseman with some pop, like your typical first baseman. That's a position where you're expecting some power numbers, but Ty France has never really been able to find that swing. 7 homers on the season. And, you know, Seattle's a tough place to hit home runs, but now he's with the Blue Jays. Friendlier hitters park. Still, the power numbers are down. 1 ball and 2 strikes on France. And that is inside. It's 2-2. Next pitch. That's pop. That's a pop. That's a grounder over the mound. Sorry. Handled by Holiday, and he will get it to first in time. That was a pop. Somebody please grab that clip. That was a pop. It was over the mound. A bouncing ball over the mound. I don't know. How do I do this? It's so weird. I've done this a lot now. And sometimes I'm like, what am I supposed to say? How do you describe this with words? It can be a little bit weird, folks. There's 2 down in the inning. Here's IKF. I don't have time to say his full name. Fouled away. Strike 1. Yeah, France is super slow. So, yeah. I mean, basically, what's Ty France doing in a major league lineup? He's a really good glove. Otherwise, you're taking up a power spot, and you got no legs. What are you doing? How are you helping us? Here's a pop-up and foul ground. Mountcastle has room on the warning track, and he makes the catch. Trevor Rogers. How many pitches in that inning? 7? I mean, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We go to the 3rd inning, no score. He had, 15 pitches in the first? And now he's sitting on, 22? That would be 7. A 7-pitch inning? Okay. Let's go. Rogers is back at it. By the way, that ERA right now is at 1.47. That's sick. That is sick. I feel like I just want to take a snapshot of this ERA every time it gets lower, because at some point it'll be the lowest it'll ever get, and I want a screenshot of it before it ever goes back up. That's interesting. Speaking of the Yankees, I hate to recognize an accomplishment of theirs, but fair enough. Aaron Judge records his 19th first-inning homer of the year in a game tonight. It's the most first-inning home runs in a single season in MLB history. I have to think Brady Anderson is on that list. I have to think Brady Anderson's on that list of, on the leaderboard, right? I don't know how many he hit the year he hit 50, but obviously he was our leadoff hitter and had a chance to do it in the first inning for virtually every single game of the season. Out of those 50, how many were leadoff homers? I think it was like 6. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, he's got to be on the leaderboard. Yeah, but in a single season, Mr. Hyde, I don't think Ricky even had a 20-homer season, did he? We're talking about 1 year hitting a home run in the first inning. I don't think Ricky would be on there. Bassitt, first pitch swinging here in the 3rd. That ball's hit deep. That ball is going to land, and Bassitt is going to get up to second base with a double. Man, Bassitt, the power is just... It's like, it looks so easy. How does he get this ball? I figured this is going to be a pop-up to the opposite field. Pitch low and away. He goes the other way. That ball just kept carrying and carrying. Onto the track, splits the outfielders in left center for a leadoff double, his 5th double. Man, Sammy. Come on, buddy.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Emmanuel Rivera with a 1-0 count. Pitch off the plate outside. 2-0. Folks, we've got a rally cooking here. Rivera in his last 10 games has driven in 10 runs. He's had a really clutch bat recently. The 2-0 checks his swing, and I think that might have helped us because that looked like a strike to me. Ump might have missed that call. Looking more at the swing of Rivera. It's 3-0. Pitch. That's a strike. Rivera took half a step toward first, and I think he said to himself, all right, that is a strike. It's 3-1. Man, Bassitt, how does he get the power to hit the ball where he did with that swing? It just doesn't look. 3-1 pitch. That ball's hit to second. It's going to move Bassitt to third. It is a productive out for Emmanuel Rivera. 1 away. Bassitt now at third base on a ground ball to second. And now we get, the top of the order. Holiday's up now, right? We got a RBI spot for Jackson here, folks. Jackson Holiday. All right, buddy. Now you are an RBI man, not a leadoff man in this spot. First pitch nearly hits Holiday. That ball gets past the catcher. Kirk, though, does a good job to quickly get the ball. Bassitt, wisely, I feel, did not break for the plate. I don't want to see Sammy. That's a dangerous play. Who knows what kind of crazy collision at the plate or whatever could have resulted from Sammy trying to scramble home on this wild pitch, but I'm happy he didn't try, honestly. He went halfway and he went back. So it's 1-0 on Holiday. Kirk did a really good job. He's a thick dude, but he's quick. At least, he's not a base stealer, but he's... All right, Holiday, center field. That ball's going to drop and get past Miles Straw. He has to turn around to retrieve it. Bassitt scores easily. Holiday will settle for a single. I thought maybe he would have got another base after the blunder by Straw, but either way, the Orioles have taken the lead here in the top of the third on an RBI base knock by Jackson Holiday. It is 1-0. Folks.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying I want to punish Holiday and stick him like 8th in the order or something. Like, I think 5th would be a nice spot for him. But, whatever. Jeremiah, look out. That pitch up near his head. He turns out of the way. Bullfrog with a count of 1-1.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
1-0 Baltimore, top of the third. We've won 8 out of our last 9 games, folks. A win tonight, and we're playing 900 ball over our last 10. Crazy. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good sweeper from Bassitt on the front door. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've got a lead for Trevor Rogers. That's a nice thing to say. That ball's crushed by Jeremiah. Stay fair. Stay fair. That ball is foul. Oh, Jeremiah. That was like a slingshot. Absolutely turned on this pitch. Could not keep it fair, but plenty of distance. Damn. All right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bassitt throws to first. Not a very good pickoff move. Holiday's back standing. One nothing Baltimore, top of the third. Bassitt about to throw his 44th pitch with 1 out in the third. Here is that pitch. It is swung on and missed. Jeremiah strikes out. Chased one outside. We've got a JJ raid. Hello, Lou. Hello, PJ. How you guys doing? Welcome in, folks, from Team Play-by-Play with JJ. You Phillies, I loved watching you guys sweep the Mets. Oh, we love it. Sweep the Mets, beat the Mets, step right up and sweep the Mets. Thank you for stopping by, JJ and everybody else. We got Gunnar Henderson at the plate. 2 down, runner at first. The Orioles have taken the lead here in the top of the third, 1-0. Bassitt on the mound for Toronto, and here comes his 0-1 to Gunnar. That is hit in the air. It sounded good off the bat. It is traveling to center field, and Miles Straw is going to chase it down on the warning track. Gunner nearly went boom, just missed it. Hit it about 390 feet to dead center. The Orioles, though, take the lead here in the top of the third. It is 1-0 on a base hit. RBI knock by Jackson Holiday. All right. So, JJ, your Phillies are playing right now, right? You're just popping in between innings? Yep, there it is. Top of the fourth. You're playing Kansas City. How about that? Philly versus Kansas City. Not a matchup that probably has a whole lot of history to it. But the Phillies with a 4-1 lead right now in the top of the fourth. Guess I might as well go down the out-of-town scores while I'm at it. Pittsburgh up 3-0 on the Nationals. That's in the bottom of the fifth. Top of the third, scoreless between the White Sox and Guardians. Marlins up 3-0 on the Tigers, top three. Yankees and Red Sox are going at it this weekend. Very nice. Yankees up 1-0. I guess that's on that Aaron Judge home run. Top of the third. Oh, my. Jacob deGrom and the Rangers. deGrom going back to face his former team, the Mets. The Mets are absolutely reeling. It is 6-0 Texas in the second inning after the Mets just got swept in a 4-game series against the Phillies and have just one game up in the loss column for the final playoff spot among the wild card selections. I mean, the Mets are on the verge of a crazy collapse with a ridiculous payroll. I'm kind of rooting for it. Got to be honest. Astros are up 2-0 on the Braves. That's going into the bottom of the third. Earlier today, the Cubs beat the Rays 6-4. And then coming up later, Twins will play the Diamondbacks. Brewers and Cardinals will go at it. Rockies and Padres. Reds are out west to play the Athletics, and the Angels and Mariners have a series AL West matchup. NL West matchup as well. Classic Dodgers and Giants going at it. That's the final first pitch of the night. 10:15 p.m. Eastern, Dodgers and Giants. All right, Miles Straw, who made that catch on the track to end the inning in the top of the third, is leading off in the bottom, and on a 1-0 pitch, he takes outside. It's 2-0. Miles Straw is being paid way too much money. The Guardians gave him a contract that's a little bit unexplainable for the player he is. 3-0 pitch, he takes ball 4. Wow, Trevor Rogers, uncustomary. I mean, this is bad on a lot of levels. Not only is it a 4-pitch walk, it's a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man, and it's not only a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man, it's a 4-pitch walk to a leadoff man whose only attribute that's actually positive, it's his base running, and that's Miles Straw. So we got to worry about him at first base. Andres Jimenez is up. He takes outside for ball 1. I would expect Straw to try to swipe a base. He doesn't go on this pitch. There is a called strike, 1-1 on Jimenez. When we faced the Blue Jays earlier in the season, Jimenez was hitting in, the upper half of the order. He is now batting at the very bottom with a .215 average. 1-1 pitch fouled away. The count is 1-2. Nobody out, runner at first for Toronto. Yes, Straw has speed. He does. Luckily, we got a lefty on the mound. That kind of helps. This pitch is fouled away. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Straw has yet to try to take a base. The 1-2 to Jimenez. Swing and a miss. Oh, a slider had Jimenez reaching and looking rather silly with that swing. Strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you
I
hear?
mean, that looked like me trying to swat at a spider on the wall where I don't want to get close, and I'm just like... here's Springer back to the top of the Blue Jay order. Here's a throw over to first, straw back standing. That base runner is Toronto's straw man. I got jokes. Pitch to Springer is low and in for ball one. Springer 0 for 1. I need a lucky. Here's the pitch. Check swing. That's outside. It's 2-0. They appeal it. First base ump says no swing. Folks, we got 123 people here. Great. Orioles have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the third. Could you folks do me a favor? Less than half of you have hit the like button. Just go ahead and tap it. That's all you got to do. Everything else is provided for you and free, and stay as long as you like. All right? Help out the channel. Tap that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen, please. Triple-digit likes, folks. That is the baseline. We got some kind of delay here. The camera's been focusing on the batter Springer. I'm not sure what the delay was about, but apparently the cameras didn't want to show us. We're about to get the next pitch. It's 2-0 on Springer. And here comes the pitch. That is inside. The runner goes, and Straw easily swipes second base. So there you go. That's why you don't walk them. You turn that into a double more often than not. Stolen base for Straw. That takes the conventional double play out of order. It's 3-0 on Springer. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. That's the second walk from Rogers in 2 1/3 innings. Second walk of the inning. That is concerning. Rogers a little bit wild here in the third. Couple of walks. And now you got the top of the order to deal with. I mean, Springer was the top, but now we're getting into Schneider, Guerrero. Next two batters due up. Schneider, first pitch to him, change up low and in for ball 1. Come on, Trevor. I mean, I think maybe a chat might be in order right now. That didn't look good. I don't think he wanted that pitch to be in that spot to lead off this at bat. Something's wrong. 1-0 pitch. Well, Schneider helps us out. That slider inside. He swung at it. It's 1-1. BW trying to help Rogers find his way here. Come on, buddy. Pitch. Hit in the air to right. Backing up is Jeremiah. He's on the track. He's at the wall. He makes the catch. Oh, my. Both runners will tag and move up. Even the runner at first gets to second base. That's how deep this ball was. Jackson, it was a scary moment there. He got to the wall, but it didn't feel like he knew exactly how to make the catch. And then last second just kind of stuck the glove up there and got it. He had to kind of reverse his body at the last second to make that catch. But he does make the catch. There's 2 down. It's still a very threatening situation. 2 runners in scoring position here. With the bat of Vlad Guerrero coming up. I mean, you gotta put him on. You gotta. Alejandro Kirk is having a nice season, but he's no Vlad Guerrero. You got. Look, I'm not saying just put up 4 fingers, but But then again, I mean, Vlad's a good bad ball hitter. Yeah, don't mess it. Just put him on. Just put him on. I believe in Rogers. I don't want their best. I already saw Vlad hit a nice changeup from Rogers for a base hit. He does that here. It's 2-1 Toronto. I don't want to see it. Put him on. If Kirk gets it done, then so be it. I don't want Vlad to be the one to do it, all right? We're going to pitch. Swing and a miss. How about that? Oh, my. Trevor Rogers. The courage. Or the insanity. I don't know which. It's 0-1. Pitch. That's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. All right. Well, I guess this is what we deserve, right? I mean, Rogers is pitching his ass off. Guerrero is hitting his ass off. It should be a battle. Let's go for it. Let's see who wins the battle. Go ahead. Oh, he tried to hit that corner on the outside. Rogers missed. It's 2-1. And again, if he does wind up walking him, I don't think it's the end of the world, right? I kind of wanted him to. I definitely wanted him to. 2-1, that's way off. All right, at this point, come on. That missed badly. It's a 3-1 count on Guerrero. Base open at first. Kirk on deck. The infield is playing as deep as you can, right on the lip of the outfield grass. And that pitch missed by 1.5 feet outside. Rogers challenged Guerrero with that first pitch. Got a swing and a miss. After that, it felt like Rogers said, all right, I'm going to give you some stuff to chase. If you do, great. If you don't, take your base. I'm not going to let you beat me. Here we go. Bases loaded for Alejandro Kirk. Let's hope we get this out. There's a first pitch strike. Well spotted fastball, top of the zone. 0-1. Rogers coming right in there with that first pitch to get ahead, and it looked like he put it right where he wanted to put it. Come on. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. He moved that fastball in on the hands. Got the whiff. We're 1 strike away at getting out of the jam. 23 pitches thrown from Rogers so far in the inning. 1 pitch away, possibly, from getting out of this. Come on, the 0-2. In on the hands again, and Kirk fouls it back. It's a good 0-2 pitch there. It wasn't in the zone, but too close for Kirk to take. It is still 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 down. The pitch outside. A changeup. Kirk lays off. One ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 down. Rogers' next pitch. Hit in the air. Down the right field line. It's slicing out of play. Oh, we've got a packed crowd here at Rogers Center. Just got a shot of the upper deck. And giant upper deck in this venue. It's got to be like 40 rows up. And it is full of people. Swing, and did he get a piece? I guess he did. Because the at-bat continues as the ball rolls behind toward the backstop on a foul tip by Kirk. Okay, still 2 strikes. Still need 1 more to get out of this jam. A 1-2 to Kirk. Oh, he tried to get a chase outside. Tried to go with that changeup on the corner, but too far off. The count is 2-2. I want this inning to end. The 2-2. Swing up the middle. Jackson has it. Over to first. In time. Get us out of this inning. Rogers walks the tightrope and gets to the other side. He made it. It's still 1-0 Baltimore. The Blue Jays leave them loaded. Exhale, everybody. I need a lucky after that one. See you in a minute. Holy cow.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Mondi the monster.
I tell you what, folks, nothing makes me more nervous than a ground ball right back up the middle, because you don't know until you get that reverse shot whether or not the infield is playing straight up or if they've got the shift on, and depending on which sided hitter it is, the shortstop or the second baseman is playing virtually right there at the bag, where a ball up the middle is just a routine grounder. Because it's one or the other. It's either a back-breaking hit up the middle that scores 2 runs, or it's a routine grounder, and you don't know. Unless, you're at the ballpark and you can see how they're positioned. But watching it on TV here, not knowing, oh, God. That was nervous. How's everybody doing? Good. Good. Folks, game 2 of this series is an afternoon affair. What are you doing tomorrow afternoon, folks? We got a couple of veteran pitchers battling tomorrow afternoon. Tomoyuki Sagano for us, Max Scherzer. Might be the last time you ever see him. He might hang it up after this year, right? I mean, Ryan Mountcastle is going to lead it off for the Orioles, top of the 4th. First pitch from Bassitt is low and away for ball 1. All right.
Okay, mount up.
Mount up, Charm City chat. Mount up. 1-0 Baltimore, the top of the 4th. That is taken low. It's 2-0. Should I drink milk, soda, or Kool-Aid? Don't drink Kool-Aid. All right? I can't tell you to drink Kool-Aid. People will accuse me of being the 21st century Jim Jones over here. I'm in Thailand, not Guyana. Go with the milk, okay? Go with the milk. Soda is nasty. And Kool-Aid is just sugar water. What are you doing? 3-0 pitch is taken for a strike. It's 3-1. Ryan Mountcastle leading off the top of the 4th. William, are you on the younger side by chance? That's a called strike. Mountcastle was starting to walk to first, but it was definitely in the zone. It's a full count.
Okay, mount up.
Under the age for an adult beverage, I'm assuming. Not that that's something you need to have, but I've got some other alternatives if that were the case. Full count. 35. All right. How about there's a swing and a miss. Mountcastle strikes out. You're a 35-year-old man asking a 48-year-old man whether or not you should drink Kool-Aid? Come on, man. Come on now. Treat yourself better than this. Treat yourself. Dylan Beavers is up. All he does is get on base. First pitch he takes. Ball 1.
Nice Beaver.
Thank you.
Is this really the only 3 choices? I say combine all 3. Oh, you've got a little bit of the a little bit of the devil's lettuce in you? All right. Well, in that case, who cares? Just drink some water. Just have some water, dude. Have Kool-Aid without the aid, and you'll be fine. It's 2 balls and a strike on Beavers, folks. 2 balls and a strike on the Beeve.
Got Bush. We've got Bush.
Pitch. Taking a strike. A sinker from Bassitt. It's 2-2. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 4th. Here comes the 2-2. That is a curveball hit in the air. Foul ground on the third base side. It's going to reach the seats. Still 2-2. Folks, we might have a battle at the yard next year. I mean, Kowser's already got his own section. When are the Beavers going to start showing up? Swing and a miss. Oh, bad timing to praise Dylan Beavers. He just struck out. 2 down. He did have a nice long at bat again, though. That's what he does. He's not an easy out. 58 pitches at the moment now for Bassitt with 2 down. Here's Tyler O'Neill. First time up, he struck out. Pitch low and away. Ball 1.
Hey. Well, blow me down. Ahoy there. Anybody home?
Skibidi-skir. I haven't been to the plate to face a major league pitcher in about 2 months. I can't seem to stay healthy. Last time I was here, I went to Tim Hortons and bought the whole team donuts. That was a great day. What the hell happened? Skibidi-skir. I need a hit real bad.
The 2-0 pitch. Outside, it's 3-0. 3-0 on Popeye.
Ahoy there. Anybody home?
Come on, buddy. Can you walk without getting hurt? That's a strike, and it just touched that corner, top outside corner of the zone. 3-1. Just don't swing. You can't hurt yourself. Just walk. Pitch. He fouls it off his foot. Does O'Neill? The count is full. Full count. 2 down, nobody on, top of the 4th. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And O'Neill is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Hey.
Well, strike me out.
I guess I need to spend more time in the batting cage. That damn olive oil keeps texting me when I'm trying to get some sleep.
All right, folks, nothing happening in this inning except a bad Popeye impression. That got 0 from the chat. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-0 Baltimore. Hang in there, folks. Now we are having fun.
As the 1-2 hit right back to Louie. Goes the second one. On the first, Jazz throws it. What the fuck was that?
Whoa! It's a family show.
Call it the Baltimore Miracle.
I'm starting to adjust. I've gotten really into running 10Ks. I garden now, and I even bought season tickets for the Orioles, since that's what guys who can't satisfy women do.
What? What? All right. Where are we at? What do we got? What are we doing? Huh?
I'm strongs to the finish, 'cause I eats me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Beep, beep. Ernie Clement is at the plate. 1-0 on him. And he lines on the left. Beavers is right there. He makes the catch. Oh. That ball hit on a line. Right at Beavers. Lucky. First out. One away in the bottom of the fourth. I'm getting extra pink. Here's a called strike to Ty France. He's 0 for 1. Let's see. If I do this, does that make me look more like a human being? Yeah, I think it does. Okay. The 0-1 pitch popped up, out of play. It's 0-2. 0-2 on France. I see London. I see France. I see the umpire's underpants. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. 3 pitches. Strike 3. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Rogers just keeps getting outs. It's just crazy. Oh, come on. France, they gave us the Statue of Liberty, Bam. That's no way to talk about France. They gave us the Statue of Liberty. A beautiful statue. Iconic. Here's a ground ball in the hole. Gunner throws off balance. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get Isaiah Kiner-Falefa going down the line. It's going to be an infield hit for IKF. A 2-out single. 2-out single for Kiner-Falefa. Gunner never had a chance. All right, we can work around this. Miles Straw. He was walked the first time up. Let's not make that mistake again. First pitch way outside. Just throw this dude a strike, Trevor. Come on now. Why are we treating him like he's the George Sizzler of the lineup? Just come on. 1-0. Oh, we're going to check on the runner. He's back. Kiner-Falefa has 15 stolen bases on the season and 19 attempts. 1-0 from Rogers. Low and in. Can we not throw Miles Straw a strike? Come on, Trevor. Fastball, hit a corner. No need to get cute with this guy. He's not a dangerous hitter. That is fouled away. All right. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on Straw. And no, I'm not jinxing by saying he's not a dangerous hitter. By all metrics, he's not. He's at the bottom of a lot of lists when it comes to average exit velo off the bat and extra base hits and slugging percentage and anything that would make you go, oh, that guy is a dangerous hitter. He's not. The count is 2-2. I mean, anybody can get a hit. Yeah. All right, come on. Let's put him away. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Hey, there you go. Rogers strikes out Straw to win the inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Trevor Rogers. Who is this man, and why haven't we extended him yet? I've said it 6 starts ago. Every start, you allow this dude to go out there and you don't extend him, just add another $1 million to the contract that you know we need. Do it now. Why are you waiting for the price tag to rise more? The ERA continues to drop. The price tag continues to go up. 1.44 ERA. Trevor Rogers. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? This is nuts. It's really insane. 144. And I think, he just hit 100 innings. I think he was at 96 to start the game. I think he's right on 100 innings for the season with that 4th inning now in the books. I think. Actually, he needs one more out. He's at 99 2/3 innings. So let's just call it 100 innings, and this dude's got a sub 1.5 ERA. That is just plain nuts. Something I've never seen an Oriole pitcher do before, and I have to think I probably won't ever see again. So enjoy it, folks. It's amazing. Bottom of the order up for Baltimore here in the top of the 5th. Colton Cowser has a first pitch strike. Bassitt's next pitch taken low. A little bit inside maybe as well. It's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Up and away. Up and away. 2-1. Let me get a look at these folks sitting in these legend seats back here. This must be the elite of Canada here. Let me take a look. 2-1 pitch. That is low. Check swing. They appeal it. He didn't go. 3-1 on the milkman. The 3-1. Fouled straight back. Cowser got a pitch to hit, but can only foul it right back and make the count full. Sammy Bassitt will come up to hit next. Doubled and scored. The only run of the ball game. Did Sammy? Bassitt's given up 22 homers on the season. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and Cowser, man, oh man. The inability to make contact continues, and that was a straight fastball. I mean, Cowser, if you can't hit that, dude, what's left? I get it. I know hitters can really get into a funk with those breaking balls and off-speed pitches, but man, you get a full count fastball middle up. You got to be able to at least get the bat on that pitch. Bassitt, first pitch swinging, ground ball on the shortstop side of second base. Jimenez is shaded toward the bag. He's right there to field it for an easy 6-3 putout on Bassitt. Bassitt hit it hard, 107.6 off the bat, but he's down on one pitch. 2 away for Emmanuel Rivera. He looks at a curveball that had the zone until it got to the catcher, dipped below. That's ball. He called that a strike? I don't know if I saw the ump indicate strike. I don't know if Masson has that count right. I'm going to reserve judgment. I thought that was ball. Let's see. That's a ball, although they're going to appeal. He didn't go. Masson has it 1-1. I think it's 2-0. I don't know why they called that first pitch a strike on the board here. I never saw the ump say it was. Now Masson has changed it to 1-2 when there hasn't been 3 pitches. Oh, my God. Masson, what are you doing? I mean, on a nightly basis, somebody in their little editing room there in charge of the scoreboard is screwing up. Come on, dude. All right, it's 2-1 on Rivera. They've got the count right. Here's a ground ball to third. Clement will throw it across the diamond in time to end the inning. Nothing doing here. This game is halfway finished, we think. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. The Orioles lead it 1-0. I know, Matt. I know. And that's why I was talking earlier about, they might have jumped the gun a little bit, like devoting a section of the ballpark for Colton Cowser and the cow suits and all that. It feels like a little bit late to the party with that idea. Because honestly, if I'm building a section right now in the outfield, I want a section of beavers. I mean, we can have room for both. That would be great. I want both of them to be good. But if we got a cow section, first of all, who would not want a beaver section? Imagine the fun you can have with promotions and what have you. Folks, it's beaver night at the ballpark. Folks, dress up as your favorite beaver. Get in half price. Yeah, folks, instead of a hot dog race, how about somebody just sits on your face? I'm sorry. Sorry. All right, if there's kids around, I don't think they know what that means, all right? It just sounds funny, but they don't know. Go with it. All right. Miracle? What's this about a miracle? Free personal toy day. Yeah. Yeah. Popped up. First pitch of the inning. Andres Jimenez with a shallow pop-up. Holiday goes out into the grass in the outfield to make the catch. One pitch out. I mean, damn. Trevor frickin' Rogers. ERA. Does it even go down per batter when he gets an out? Like, it's still 1.44 after that out. That's where Rogers is at now. He has to get 2 outs in order to make that ERA go down now. George Springer up now. This is the 3rd time through the Blue Jay order. Rogers is on 65 pitches. He's got an 0-1 count and make it 0-2 as Springer fouls one off. Not a single Oriole will make it to 80 RBI. That's so bad. Ugh, what happened to this offense as a unit? Rogers looks for the outside corner and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bassitt appears to be done. Somebody getting up in the bullpen, Bam? Let me know. 1-2 pitch. There's a perfectly spotted fastball. Rogers went low and away with that pitch, the previous pitch. It was off the plate. He went back there and hit the black. Another strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Good grief. He just does whatever he wants. 2 down. And look at him hit that corner. Come on, Blue. Backdoor slider right on the corner to Davis Schneider. Ump says ball 1. There's a swing and a miss on a slider. Man, Rogers, what is going on with this guy? I'm getting teary-eyed, man. Please lock this dude up. Swing and a miss on a sweeper. I mean, he just threw 3 different pitches. Fastball, slider, sweeper. And just Schneider doesn't know where the hell the ball's going. Here's the 1-2. He got to that one, and that is a foul ball. Oof. He hit that one hard. On the third base side. All right. I think that was the heater. Maybe if he pulled that heater, maybe go off speed here. Breaking ball. He's out in front of that one and pulls it foul. Okay, 1-2 on Schneider. 2 down, bases empty. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Baltimore on an RBI single by Jackson Holliday. That was back in the 3rd inning. Low and away with that sinker. 2-2. The pitch. Full count now. Rogers has missed with the last couple of pitches. The count is now full with Guerrero on deck. You don't want to walk Schneider. Suffice it to say. Let's put him away near. Payoff pitch. Up and away. No. Oh, boy, a mistake here. We got to work around this. 3 straight pitches out of the zone gives a free pass with 2 down and brings up Guerrero with a man on. Didn't want to have to do that. All right. And yeah, you kind of have to pitch to him here. Be careful, man. Guerrero, line drive, base hit, shoots the gap in right center. Schneider's going to go first to third. Cowser. Oh, he's struggling with this, and we're not going to get the ball back in. Good grief. The Blue Jays have tied it up. Guerrero hit an absolute rocket to right center. Cowser went to cut it off and fumbled the ball. That tying run should not have scored. That ball just went under the glove of Cowser. Schneider gets to come all the way around. Well, Cowser, if we're here to praise your defense, that's probably the biggest mistake you've made as an Oriole. That ball was 115 off of the bat. Popped up on the infield, foul territory. Rivera with a look, it bounces off the roof of the dugout on the third base side. We got a 1-1 ball game. Guerrero absolutely scorched that ball. But man, Cowser, just the worst time to make that mistake. Oh, apparently we have a Blue Jay fan who finally has a reason to celebrate something. 0-1 the count, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 2. Pitch. Hit on the ground. Rolled over. Gunner has it. Plenty of time to get the slow-footed Kirk, and the inning is over. Damn it. We let Vlad beat us, and even though he did, if we just played sound defense, they still don't score. It was the error by Colton Cowser. Unfortunately, an error by Colton Cowser gives the Blue Jays a run, and we are tied now going into the 6th inning. Let's get some runs for Rogers. Come on. No morale hits, anybody. No morale hits. Let's keep the morale up. Let's trust in our pitching, and let's get these bats awake. I don't think Bassitt has pitched good enough to only be having given up 1 run through 5 innings. We need to get to this guy. Come on. He's on 75 pitches. 2 hits and a walk. We got to do better. Come on. Honestly, Gunnar went a long time before his most recent error. Gunnar had a streak of, I can't remember the number, so I don't even want to guess, but maybe somebody knows. You can probably look it up. I'm going to try. Consecutive games without an error. Gunnar. Because he went a while. He went a while without an error. Telling you. I wish I could find it. Come on, Internet. You're supposed to provide me with all the information I could ever ask for, right? I'm telling you, it was a long time. On Point says 70-something games. So, I mean, there you go. I mean, how do you... Well, then, On Point, how are you saying both of those? Gunnar's defense has been shaky, and Gunnar's gone 70 games without an error. How can both of those statements be accurate, right? I mean, 70 games is half a season without an error at a shortstop position where you expect a good player to probably, in that stretch, have 4 or 5 errors. Bassitt's out of the game. Yep. Well, give me a chance, Bam. Jeez. I do recognize there's a lefty pitching now. Hey, we've got a lefty on for Toronto. Ryan Barucki with the top of the order here for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. First pitch was a strike. Next pitch is inside. It's 1-1. Yeah, he did have an error recently. He did. But I'm just trying to be positive. That's a long stretch without an error. And, yeah, he did have that one error to break that stretch up. But, you know, I don't know. It's 2-2. There's a slider at the top of the zone. So Ryan Barucki's got an ERA just under 5, 4.96. That's true. That's true, George. And again, yeah, I'm not trying to dismiss On Point's observation. But I would probably counter argue that in general, like 2024 Gunnar versus, you know, half a season of baseball that we've seen up till today, I'd say he's less shaky than he was then. Hey, guess what? Jackson Holliday just drew a leadoff walk from the new pitcher. Just what we wanted.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Let's stop fussing about Gunnar's errors and let's focus on getting his lead back because we got the leadoff man on base. And now the right-handed bat of Jeremiah Jackson facing the lefty Barucki. And that's a first pitch strike to Jeremiah.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
All right. I don't want Holliday to run. Alejandro Kirk, no. That's a big no. No running. Pitch in the dirt. It's 1-1 to Jeremiah. Dietrich Inns is up in the Oriole bullpen. So both teams now are either into their pen or about to go into their pen. 1-1. That is a chopper on the third base side, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Holiday at first, nobody out. Top of the 6th, 1-1 ball game. Ryan Barucki on in relief of Chris Bassitt. Bassitt went 5 innings, gave up 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. Struck out 6. 75 pitches. The 1-2 to Jeremiah. Swing and a miss. But Holiday steals a base on the pitch. And it was a good pitch to run because that splitter was in the dirt, got behind Kirk, rolled back behind him. Holiday steals this base without a throw. Okay. Well, Jeremiah strikes out, but we've got a runner in scoring position now and a couple of chances to knock in this go-ahead run. Gunner's coming up.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
First pitch is well inside. Ball 1 to Gunner. Come on, folks. One ball, no strikes. Holiday at second. Barucki takes a look at him. Here's the pitch. It's low. Had the plate, but it's low. That's right, George, and every other Magic member. Let's see some Gunners up in the chat. We've got a special emoji for our slugger. It's 3-0. Come on. Come on now. The 3-0. Ball 4, not close. Gunner says, all right, I'll take off the elbow guard. I'll take off the shin guard. I'll flip my bat over here. And has Barucki faced 3 batters already? He has. 1 out and 2 base runners. That's it for Barucki. His job was to face Holiday and Gunner, and he didn't get either of them out. He only got out the right-hander. So, not what the Blue Jays had in mind. They are making a move to a righty now with Ryan Mountcastle due up next. The Orioles first and second with 1 out. 1-1 ball game. Top of the 6th. Call to the bullpen. All right. Folks, checking in on the like count. Guess what? We are 11 away from 100. There are way more than 100 people here, so I know we got the numbers, folks. Please have a heart and tap that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. We can get to 100 before we see the next pitch. Honestly, if you just do your part and tap that thumb, it really helps the channel, I promise. It's not a trick. I'm asking really nice, aren't I? I don't know. Maybe not too nice. But, you know, could you please do that? Thanks. All right. Fantastic. Let's see. What's going on around the league here? How's this Red Sox-Yankees game shaping up? It's 2-0 Yankees. They're in the bottom of the 5th. The Red Sox are threatening second and third with 1 out. A base hit right now for Boston would tie the ball game at 2. The Mets have come back to cut that lead in half for Texas. Texas took a 6-0 lead. It's now 6-3 going into the bottom of the 5th. Actually, it's 2 outs bottom of the 5th. Going into the bottom of the 5th is Houston up big on the Braves, 10-0. Phillies still lead the Royals. They're now up 6-1. Tigers losing to the Fish. Miami up 5-1 in the 6th. All right, so it's Braden Fisher on in relief, a right-hander, a 2.81 ERA. This is his 45th appearance. His whip is slightly under 1.98. Okay, it's Mountcastle at the plate. He's 0 for 2. With Holiday at second, Gunner at first. And a throw back to second. It's not a designed pickoff move, just kind of a lob toss back to second. Not sure what the point of that was, but Holiday is back safely. Here's the first pitch to Mountcastle. That is way outside. A slider, ball 1. Mount up, folks.
Okay, mount up.
The 1-0 pitch to Mountcastle. Hits the outside edge, just kisses the corner with a slider. It's 1-1. If somebody was asking if the run was earned on Rogers, no, it's an unearned run. Kowser's responsible for that run scoring. Rogers' ERA is still very good. This ball's hit to center field. Straw's going to make the catch. Holiday will be able to tag to go to third, but there's 2 down. Hit deep enough to get somebody to move up a base, but with 2 away, we still need a hit here to get this lead. First and third, 2 down after the fly ball to center field by Ryan Mountcastle. Dylan Beavers, folks. Show me your Beavers. Show them to me right now.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Come on, folks. Pitch. Way high for ball 1. Dylan Beavers. 0 for 1 with a walk. The 1-0. Breaking ball. Should have taken it. It would have been 2-0. He swung and fouled it away. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Come on, Dylan. Dylan, you son of a...
Dylan, your son?
Oh, that'll work too. Come on, Beavers. Then I saw your face. Now I'm a Beaver. Come on. 1-1 pitch. He lays off a curveball in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1, first and third, 2 down, tied at 1-1. The pitch. Line drive. Right to France. He catches it at first. Oh, Beavers. It's almost like the walk-off hit he pulled down the first base line a couple of days ago. A rocket caught by France to end the inning. Oh, Beavers hit the crap out of it, but we don't get the lead. We are going now to the bottom of the 6th, still tied 1-1. Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to Dylan Beavers and homecoming queen? Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to Dylan Beavers and homecoming queen? Come on, Charm City chat. Look out at the field. There's a new kid on the block. He takes really good at bats every game. One day he will be a big all-star for the team. Just hang in there, Oriole fans, and see. Bow, bow, bow. Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to Dylan Beavers and homecoming queen? Come on, folks. Come on. Where do you have baseball like this? Huh? Where is baseball presented like this? Give that guy a contract. All right, Trevor Rogers, 6th inning of work coming up. No, it's not. It's Dietrich Enns. Rogers is done. Enns is in, and 1 pitch in gets a pop-up. 1 down. Rogers is finished on 79 pitches. Why? You made him go over 100 last time. Is that to make up for that? Well, how about he goes 90 so he can go 90 today? Like, I don't know. I want more than 5 innings. Dietrich Enns is in, and he gets ahead of Ty France 0-2 with a fastball at the knees on the inside corner. The pitch inside, 1 ball, 1 strike to France. 5 innings for Rogers, 1 run unearned. He did walk 4 guys, gave up 3 hits, struck out 6. 50 strikes, 29 balls for Rogers. 1-1 to France. Here's a curveball that did not break quickly enough. It stayed up. It is 2-1 on France.
Francis.
Uh-oh. Go foul. Okay. France fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chilo with a bright side. Whoa, 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 whoa. 2-2 fouled away. We'll do it again. Whoa. Stop the presses, folks. Stop the presses.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Charm City chat. We have a historic moment in the chat. Chilo has begun a comment with the phrase, the bright side. Folks. Give Chilo a big old hug right now. Chilo. Fist pump it, man. Chilo is looking for bright sides, and I love it. We got a 2-2 count on France. That ball's lifted to center field. Coming in is Cowser. A diving catch! Oh, that was beautiful! Cowser! Oh, the mistake. I don't know if that'll make up for it, but damn, that's a fine catch. Cowser coming straight in. That ball looked like it would drop surely. How did he slide that glove underneath the ball? I don't know. A beautiful front sliding catch by the milkman. I mean, that is as good as anything Mullins will do. That is how good I'll rank that catch. Absolutely fantastic. Come on, Cowser. We need you to get back into this, buddy. We need you back in this. Maybe you can give us the big hit to win the ball game and make up for that mistake earlier, man. Come on. We need you back, Colton. What a catch. What a great catch. I could watch that all day. Holy cow. All right. It is 1-1 on Kiner Falefa. 2 down with nobody on. I should have hit my good play button.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
Curveball hit on the ground. Stopped by Rivera. He spins, throws. Oh, Mountcastle can't handle the throw. And Kiner Falefa will get up to second base. We just made another error. Oh, just as we're celebrating fantastic defense, we've made our second error of the game. Rivera did well to stop this ball and give us a chance to make this out. Let's see how this ball got to first. Mountcastle stuck with that. Looks like a short hop where the ball hits the dirt right where the glove is. He tried to reach, tried to keep his foot on the bag. Just out of reach. All right, can we work around this? I think we... Oh, no, that's going to go out of play. I thought we got a pop-up on the first pitch, but Straw pops it into the stands for a foul ball. It is a 1-1 ball game, 2 down in the inning. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The Blue Jays just got the would-be go-ahead run on at second base after a infield hit plus an error. This one's hit into left center field. That's trouble. That ball's down, and it splits the outfielders. The Blue Jays will take the lead back. Oh, that's upsetting. Miles Straw gets an extra base hit, of all people. Unbelievable. Straw splits the outfielders in left center with a double. It is 2-1 Blue Jays, 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. Man, oh Shevitz. A swinging pendulum of emotions as an Oriole fan in this game so far. 1 minute you're feeling on cloud 9, the next you felt like you just stepped in number 2. Here's Andres Jimenez. 0-1 pitch to him. Swung on. Missed. 0-2. Yeah, now we're playing the shoulda games. I mean, obviously, I would have preferred to have Rogers keep going 79 pitches. But I think the Orioles are going to say the same thing the Pirates were saying about Skeens coming out after 5 innings a couple of games ago. Hey, man, we know we're not making the playoffs. This guy's our ace. He's coming up on X amount of innings or workload, and we're not comfortable with him going further than whatever. Orioles might be looking at Rogers the same way. Well, here's my point then. If you're going to, put Rogers in some bubble wrap, then extend him. If you want to preserve him, what are we preserving him for if you don't lock him up? You feel me? So, yeah, go ahead and do that. But lock him up. Give us a better reason to take him out of this game so soon. Here's a ground ball to second. Holiday to first in time to win the inning. The Blue Jays get the lead back on an RBI double from Miles Straw. I mean, really, I'm not letting this happen. I'm not letting the winning run come off the bat of Miles Straw. I refuse to accept this as a result. Come on, offense. We're going to the top of the 7th. 2-1 Toronto. I know, Matt. I know, Chilo. Come on, folks. How many times have we had a situation like this to come back? I mean, there's still time. It's a 1-run game. We might have only scored 1. They've only scored 2. Hang in there. Hang in there. Have you not seen the magic that's been going on lately? Do I need to do this now? I mean, I can't believe you guys are making me do this already. I thought we could have waited maybe one more inning, but I can tell you folks, you need your medicine. Let BW give you the medicine that you need, all right? Calm everybody down. All right? Okay? All right? We good? Everybody, just breathe. Breathe. All right. It's really, you take these errors away, we're in pretty good shape. It's unfortunate. All right? All right, check this out. I learned this. Look at this. See this? Oh, wait, I did it wrong. It's your thumb. You see this? Look at that. What happened? I'm a magician. All right? Leave it to me. We're coming back. All right. Is that Tyler O'Neill? Uh-oh.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Tyler O'Neill is going to lead it off in the top of the 7th. Fisher on the mound. 1-0 pitch is a slider for a strike. O'Neill is struck out in his 2 at-bats in his first game back off his most recent injury spell. 1-1. Curveball hits the top of the zone for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, Tyler. Don't you remember what you did here on opening day? The 1-2. That ball's crushed, but he was in front of it. That was a home run swing. He pulled it foul. It's still 1-2. All right. We're in the top of the 7th, folks. Blue Jays ahead 2-1. Bases empty. Nobody out. Slider off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to O'Neill. Fisher's next pitch. Up and away. Full count. Full count.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Bam is giving us a report. Let me confirm that, Bam. O'Neill just drew ball 4. That's huge. All right.
I'm walking here.
Obviously, any kind of issue with Rogers, you take him out immediately. And if it's a foot problem, that's a lot better than anything going on with the shoulder, the elbow, the arm, the hand. Left toe discomfort. Rock Kabatko confirming on Twitter 2 minutes ago. There you go. That's why Rogers is out. Speaking of out, Fisher is being taken out of the ball game for the Blue Jays. They're going to the bullpen here after that leadoff base runner for the Orioles. Cowser's due up next. And again, what a great opportunity for Cowser to make up for that error earlier. I really want him to do something at the plate tonight to get some mojo back. Left toe discomfort for Rogers. Now remember, he's a right-hander, he's a left-hander, so that's not his plant foot. That's his back foot, right? If you're left-handed, your left toe is like the foot you got on the slab. I would hope this is more precautionary and, again, just keeping our best arm available and not miss any time. If you felt something, that's fine. All right. That's fine. Okay. By the way, Jordan Westberg, let's take a peek in on the Norfolk Tides tonight, see if Westberg's done anything at the plate. Westberg in the lineup tonight for the first time on rehab assignment, playing for Norfolk. I am going in right now. 3-3 ball game with the Durham Bulls at the moment. And let's see. Westberg is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Oh, well. Nothing positive at the plate for Westberg, but hey. Just stay healthy, and let's get you back here in a couple of days. All right. You shot me in the pinky toe. Now, why would you go and shoot me in the pinky toe? Louis Varland is on the pitch, a right-hander for the Blue Jays. Cowser at the plate. So they go to a righty with Cowser due up. Let's see what happens. It's 1-0. Excuse me. My. Just belch right into the mic. There you go. That's outside. 2-0. To Cowser. Swung on. Oh, God, a comebacker. They go to second for 1, over to first. I can't believe it. Cowser just hit into a comebacker that turns into a double play. Bases empty, 2 down. God, what a bad night for Cowser, man. Damn. I mean, how do you not feel any more personally responsible if this game is lost than Cowser will feel if this score stays like this? I feel bad for the dude, honestly. I mean, that is really, it's already been a tough time for him, and now a game like this, holy shit. And he made a great catch that nobody's going to remember, again, if everything else stays like this. A 2-0 to Bassitt. That ball is a foul ball. Third base side. 2-1 on Sammy. Come on, folks. Sammy could tie it up with one swing. Hang in there. Where's my bugle? Let's pick him up. Sammy gets a 100-mile-an-hour fastball and drills it to the opposite field into the corner foul. Man. I tell you what, man, by the time this dude has been in the bigs for a year or two, he is going to be just a nightmare for everybody. 1-2 pitch taken in the dirt, 2-2. And Sammy doesn't do a whole lot of chasing either. For a guy that's such a slugger, man, he could really, I'm hoping Sammy, I'm hoping so much big things for this guy. Oh, he chased that one. Ouch. Change up. Nasty one. Bassitt strikes out. The Orioles got the leadoff man on. And Cowser came up and immediately hit into a comebacker to the pitcher that turned a double play. Bassitt strikes out. Inning over. Yeah, yuck. You watch an inning like that, you get the yuck mouth. That sucked. But guess what, folks? We got a tradition. I know the morale might be a little bit low. Maybe some carbohydrates will help. I don't know. How about I throw some cakes on the griddle? Get some cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
You know, life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
We've got 6 outs to play with. We're down a run. And we've got to keep the Blue Jays from scoring. Work to do, but it ain't impossible. Gotta believe. Gotta believe. Who believes?
Do you believe in me?
All right, folks. Be right back. Holy cow, that's a beautiful lady walking down the street as I go to open my sliding glass door. I just wanted to shout down, "Hey there, pretty lady," but you can't say that, can you? Damn. Very beautiful woman walking right below. Walk back this way. We're in the bottom of the 7th. And that pitch to Davis Schneider at the plate is a strike. It's a ball and a strike. Dietrich Enns is on the mound for a second inning of work. And it's the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for Toronto. Schneider's 0 for 2. Oh, wait a minute. There's a runner at first already. What? How did he get there? What happened? I missed something? Schneider fouls it back. What happened? Springer's on base? How? What the hell? Springer singled to left. Springer singled to left. I didn't see it. Did you? He's on at first. 0-2 on Schneider. Swing and a miss. No, he got a piece? Okay, apparently I can't see anything. Wow, great start. I'm Colton Cowsering calling this inning right now. I'm Cowsering this inning. Come on. Let's get better. This venue is gigantic. All right, it's 0-2 on Schneider. Pitch. Check swing. Appeal. No. Curveball from ends. It's a ball and 2 strikes. I feel like if the opposing team gets on base before the game comes back on, that it shouldn't count, right? 1-2 pitch, ground ball, backhanded by Rivera. It's a fair ball along the third base line, and the throw is not on line. The runner tries to escape the tag, misses the base, has to come back to the base, and the tag is slapped down to get an out. What a crazy play there. I'm sure we're going to get a review and a closer look. Mountcastle tried to swipe tag Schneider. He evaded it. I'm not sure if he left the base path in order to do it or not, but he missed the base, had to get back to his feet to get to the base, but Mountie got the tag down. Crazy play. Springer moves to second base with 1 out. And we're going to put Guerrero on for free. Can't argue that. Can't argue that at all. 1 down. That sets up a double play possibility. Takes the bat out of Guerrero's hands. And it looks like we're going to bring in a right-hander to face Alejandro Kirk. Sean Dubin is making his way into the ball game. Ends will depart. The Blue Jays have runners at first and second, 1 down. They lead it 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Yeah, George, I only saw 1 replay of that swipe tag. I mean, he might have got him. It was hard to tell for me. It was like right there, but that was at an angle where you don't see any potential space between the glove and the uniform, but either way, he's out, right? Good stuff. You know, it could have been a lot worse. We still got some cakes on the griddle there. I'm getting hungry. All right. What is this commercial? MLB Network is pushing this Aaron Judge ad on me about every other inning. They finally got rid of that song, though. God, they had this song playing between every inning that just about drove me nuts. It appears that's off the rotation now, and I'm happy about it. All right, how's everybody doing? We got the likes over a hundo. Where's Harry? Oh, Harry's never far.
Boy, Harry, you're full of energy. You look great. I hate to tell you how I feel. I swear.
I've had that bad back myself.
Also, with this cold, it just seems like it's settled in there.
That's age, friend.
I don't care what it is. It feels awful.
You smell like a drugstore.
That's right. I am a drugstore.
You're not a hypochondriac, are you?
What does that mean? Oversexed?
All right, Sean Dubin. Doobie doobie doo. 30th appearance of the season, ERA at 4.5. He's on to replace Dietrich Enns, right-hander, to face the righty Alejandro Kirk. 2 on. Guerrero just got put on for free at first base. 1 away. Dubin's first pitch to Kirk is taken bottom of the zone. Blue, where is that? Blue, where is that pitch? 1-0. Okay. Whatevs.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
The 1-0. We get the corner there. Okay, 1 ball, 1 strike. That was borderline. We get that call. It is 1-1 on Kirk. He's 0 for 3. With the runners in scoring position, he's hitting .313. That one is outside by a bunch. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's get it back over here. Dubin's next pitch. That ball's fouled straight back. It made the folks in the fancy seats flinch right behind home plate. 2 for flinching. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. The human fire hydrant that is Alejandro Kirk at the plate. Dubin's 2-2 pitch. He's looking at that runner. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Kirk strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
It is a bit ironic that Kirk has such a tiny anything, right? All right, 2 away. 2 away. I'm not even sure if Kirk can ride the roller coaster, if he's gonna. Ernie Clement. All right, come on. First pitch. That's inside, ball 1. There's a lefty up in the Blue Jay bullpen, Little. Speaking of Little. 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground, third base and through. It's a base hit. That's going to score a run. Oh, boy. A 2-out knock makes it 3-1 Blue Jays. RBI single. And, yeah. Just made it twice as difficult to come back now. We're down 2. Just out of reach of Rivera. Had he gone with a full, diving play, he might have been able to stop it. That ball's hit to right by France and deep. Jackson on the track makes the catch. Oh, Jeremiah Jackson. Deep fly balls with him are an adventure, but he makes the catch. The inning is over, but the Blue Jays get a very big run for them in this, what was a 1-run ball game, now a 2-run ball game. Again, going to be twice as hard now to come back. 3-1 Blue Jays. We're going to the 8th inning, folks. By the way, has the sub count moved at all? Folks, just a few subs tonight would have gotten us to 3450. The next person to subscribe will get that sub count to move to 3450. Folks, if you're watching right now, if you happen to not be a subscriber, might I convince you to give it a try? Here's the catch. It's free. Here's another catch. If you're unhappy with being subscribed at any point, you can unsubscribe. And nobody's going to, there's no damage. All right? It's a risk-free opportunity, folks. Next person to sub it up, we get to 3450. It's a nice number. There's a button at the bottom of your screen. You tap it, you're in. Join the BirdWatcher community. Folks, 3,449 people have done it. They're all right. All reports are they're okay. You will be too. 1 subscriber, folks. What do you say? Man, is it difficult to get subscribers. It's a tough game. It is a tough game. All right. Hey, somebody with a Ripken jersey at the ballpark and a lot of facial tattooing going on there. Oh, my. Hey, there's an Oriole fan with a Brooks shirt on. All right. Varland will stay out there for the Blue Jays. He had 9 pitches to finish up the 7th inning. Emmanuel Rivera will lead it off for Baltimore, and then the top of the order. I think Varland's in to face Rivera, and then they're going to bring in Little once Holiday comes up. 1-0 to Rivera, swing and a miss. A slider. It's a ball and a strike. On the Kraken, he's 0 for 2. Grounded foul, third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little is still up in the Blue Jay pen. I'm 99% certain he's coming in to face the next hitter either way, and Rivera just struck out on a slider, a hard slider there by Varland. 1 away, and here comes the change. Little, it will come in to face Holiday. We're going to take a break, and so am I. So hang in there, folks. And we're up to 3450 on the subs. How about that? Thank you. Welcome in.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
You are now a part of the BirdWatcher community. How you doing?
Where's you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Ha.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to the BirdWatcher Channel. I'm BW, the BirdWatcher. How you doing? How you doing? I've been rubbing the hat off camera. I didn't want to do it too much on camera. I don't want to get any kind of weird strike from YouTube from too much hat rubbing. So, got to limit that. Need some help. 8th inning coming up. Well, no, it's not. We're in the 8th inning. What am I saying? It's a pitching change. There's 1 out in the 8th, and Jackson Holliday's coming up. Brendan Little, 71st appearance he's making here on the season, a 3.10 ERA. We've seen this guy over the course of the season a few times. Facing Holiday. First pitch is lifted in the air, and Holiday, very frustrated with it, throws his bat down. It's a pop-up to right, caught out there by Springer. 2 out in the inning on 1 pitch. Well, Holiday, first pitch swinging. If you don't get a result you like, normally you will feel frustrated. I know as a fan I do. 2 away, bases empty, Jeremiah Jackson. Folks, we really need to get Jackson on and get Gunnar up as a tying run. Otherwise, he'll come up as the non-tying run to lead off the next inning, which is going to make it tough to rally for that. First pitch is a strike. Andrea's here, folks. Say hi to Andrea. Gifting yet another BirdWatcher membership. She comes in. She drops off a free membership for somebody. And, how more generous of a person can you be than Andrea, folks? Thanks so much, Andrea. Not Slime Walker is the beneficiary of your generosity. You've made a difference in Not Slime Walker's life today, Andrea. Thank you. The count is a ball and 2 strikes on Jeremiah Jackson. He is 0 for 3 today, so he is due. Here's a tapper foul behind the plate. We'll do it again. Lovely indeed. Andrea, you're a Cubs fan, right? Get this. When the season ends, I'm probably going to call some postseason games, and I'm probably going to call the Cubs. That way I can have an excuse to do some Harry Carey impressions. 1-2 pitch. That just missed. Count 2-2 on Jeremiah. Come on, buddy. Keep the line moving.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
The 2-2 to Jeremiah Jackson. Oh, no. A curveball in the dirt. He swung at it and missed. Then the inning is over. Eh, boy.
Big buck. Stop it all.
That means Gunnar, all he can do is just try to get on base to lead off the 9th. He can't tie it. He can't help us get the lead. He can only just get on. We're going to need the middle to bottom part of the order to help rally and try to come back in the 9th. Which ain't such a bad thing. I believe in some of these kids. I think Beavers can help. I think Bassitt can help. I'm a believer. Let's get a big bottom. A big bottom. Talk about mud flaps. My girl's got 'em. A big bottom running through my mind. How can I leave this behind? A big bottom. Hey folks, Spinal Tap 2 is out. I know because I see on my YouTube some people reviewing it. Has anybody seen Spinal Tap 2? I'm a little bit hesitant to watch. Spinal Tap is one of my all-time favorite comedies. It's been 40 years. I'm not sure. I want to see, just a shell of what I consider one of the best damn comedies of all time. I don't know if I should watch it. Should I, folks? I think I'm going to wind up, at least with morbid curiosity, watching Spinal Tap 2. All right, Dubin is still out here to start the 9th inning. It's the bottom of the order for the Blue Jays. Kiner Falefa looks at strike 1. He's 2 for 3 on the night. I met her on Monday. 'Twas my lucky bum day. Oh, my. And now we're going to do Stonehenge. You know, really, no, it was embarrassing because our giant Stonehenge model was in danger of being crushed by a dwarf. No, we're not going to do Stonehenge. Hey, here's Miles Straw. First pitch to him is a strike. Straw has been a thorn in our side. Get it? 0-1 is low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, you see, they think that the album cover is sexist. Well, what's wrong with being sexy? What's wrong with that? No, sexist. Here's a fly ball foul over down the right field corner. Why would you keep folding? You got this bread, and you've got these pieces of meat, and I'm trying to make a sandwich, and I'm folding the bread. Look at this. It doesn't work. It's an abomination. I just want large bread. Oh, my. Why do I feel like 5% of the people watching right now are laughing along with me? The other 95% are just going, I hope he stops soon. I have no idea what he's talking about. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Straw. That is a little, that's a swinging bunt. Just put it in your pocket, Rivera. No chance. He throws to first. Excuse me. But the throw is late. Miles Straw's on with an infield hit. What do you mean never made it? I've made it. Here I am. What constitutes making it? Do I need to be famous? You know how many people do voice acting, make good money? You don't know who they are. How do you know I don't make some side cash as a voice actor for commercials and cartoons? Would you like to see my resume? Doth assume too much. Andres Jimenez is at the plate. He's 0 for 3. I'm 1 degree away from being a voice on Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That's a fact. There's a called strike. It's a bit of a story. I'll get to it someday, but I'm not sure if anybody here even knows anything about Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's 0-1 on Jimenez. Runner at first, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Blue Jays ahead 3-1. Dubin comes in with the pitch. It's off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And no, I wasn't the voice for Meatwad. If you thought I was the voice for Meatwad, then clearly you don't know anything about Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Okay?
Swing and a miss. Jimenez with a big cut on a changeup way out in front. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, for all you know, I am Meatwad. And I've just been doing this the whole time. You don't know. You don't know me.
Oh, Carl? You want to talk about Carl now? Yeah, let me tell you something. Hey, what are you guys doing in my pool? I'm a big Giants fan, but I've ordered a bunch of shirts that says Nats. Anybody explain this?
It's 1-2 on Jimenez. Snap throw to first. And the runner is back in there. Is that Straw? I'm sick of looking at Straw. I'm sick of looking at Straw. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first. The pitch to Jimenez popped up. Gonna get out of play, I think. Beavers with a look, and it will reach the seats on the left side. Still 1-2 on Jimenez. BW, you so silly. BW, you so silly? I mean, folks, how else do you maintain any amount of humanity and what do you call it? Like, how do you not go nuts without making yourself laugh? I got to laugh through life. It's the only way I'm going to survive. 1-2 pitch, foul back. We'll do it again. Come on, man. Number 9 batter being a pest. So, all right, folks, be honest. Out of 10, if you know the meatwad voice, rank my impression out of 10. What do you give it? Be honest. I can take it. If I see a 5, I'll take my medicine. It's okay. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 9.5. 7.6. Oh, I love getting the decimal points. It's very accurate. Now, keep in mind, I have not. That ball's hit to right. This could be. Jeremiah is there. He makes the catch. Throw back to first. Straw was off the bag. He gets back. He's safe. There's 2 down now with the runner at first. Jackson with the out in right field. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. Hey, solid scores, folks. I think that at least gets me a bronze medal, right? That's at least good for a bronze. And look, there was a time where I did the meatwad voice, when the show was on in its first, couple of seasons or whatever. I was still living in D.C. back then. That was a long time ago now. Holy cow. It's been a long time. What's it been, 15 years since Aqua Teen Hunger Force first came out? Longer than that. 16, 17 years now? Holy cow, time is crazy. There are people around now driving cars that weren't alive when that show first came on. That is insane. It's been 23 years. It's been at least 20. Holy cow. Folks, time is insane. Time is insane. Are you kidding me? Half my life has nearly went by? I refuse to believe this. 0-2 the count on George Springer. 2 out, runner at first. Time is just plain nuts, folks. It's the one thing I can't wrap my mind around every time I stop to think about it. It's just nuts. The older you get, the more it doesn't make sense, the less sense it makes. The 0-2 pitch, check swing foul, we'll do it again. How the hell has that been over? Oh my God. But that's the weird part. If you're telling me Aqua Teen came out just 5 years after South Park, that's crazy to me, because in my mind, Aqua Teen was like a full generation after South Park. But really, it was only 5 years? That's insane. Oh, God, Springer just crushed it. If it's fair, it's well gone. That ball might have hit off the upper deck, but it's foul. Wow. That got a giant gasp out of this giant crowd here in this giant venue. That ball was absolutely crushed down the left field line, high into the air. Somehow, not fair. Wow. 0-2 on Springer. Pitch. Whoa, look out. That is not good optics. Those are not good optics. Dubin with a fastball up and in toward the head of Springer. He had to go down to get out of the way. One pitch after Springer hit the absolute crap out of the ball. The optics don't look good there for Dubin. I hope he didn't intend to do that. Three to 1 Blue Jays. We're in the bottom of the 8th. 2 down, runner at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Springer. Here comes the pitch. That is low. A changeup. The Moonanites. Wow, you guys do know your Aqua Teen, but now that I realize it's been over 20 years since the show's been on, I guess it's not this fun little cult show anymore. It's been around a very long time. Hey, has anyone ever heard of a show called Trailer Park Boys? I think it just came out last year. Right? No, actually, BW, that show started about 24 years ago, like everything else. I really think I just got frozen in carbonite, like in the early 2000s. Something happened. I just stopped. Time stopped for me. It keeps going, but for me, it just stopped. It's a full count on Springer. Runner at first, so he'll be off with the pitch with 2 down. Payoff pitch taken for ball 4. Dubin is laboring out here, and we can't afford to get behind any more than we are. 32 pitches from Dubin since coming on. I don't really trust how effective a pitcher he can be after throwing 32 pitches, and he just walked this guy. Do we have a replacement option? There's a left-hander coming up to pinch hit right now, Dalton Varsho. Are we going to make a move? Well, we're going to stall. Drew French is out to talk to Dubin with Bassitt hovering over both of them. 21 years old and the biggest dude on the field. Holy cow, Bassitt's a beast. Umpire wants to break up this conversation. Varsho is going to pinch hit. Known more for his glove than his bat. But he is going to hit for Davis Schneider here. The first episode of Aqua Teen premiered actually December 30th, 2000. That is insane. Now, look, I'm not going to pretend like I was there for the premiere. I think like most people, it was about 02, I guess, when that show like really kind of took off. That first season of episodes, MCP Pants. Anybody remember who MCP Pants is? 1-0 pitch. That's a line drive. And it's past Mountcastle down the right field line. Straw will score easily. Here comes another runner chugging around third. It's going to be a 2-run double. We shouldn't have left Dubin in this long. I mean, I felt that coming. They bring in the pitch hitter. He just walked a guy. He's into the 30s on pitches. How effective do you expect him to be at this stage? And yeah, all right. I gave Mansolino praise in the pregame for improving on his managerial decisions, but this one I can't excuse. I really feel like they should have gone to somebody in that spot. They should have been ready to go to somebody in that spot. Now Guerrero's up, and we're still hanging with Dubin here. We are still hanging with Dubin. 5-1 Blue Jays now. 2 down with a runner at second. 1-0 the count on Guerrero. He's 2 for 2. He's also been intentionally walked. And I think a regular old-fashioned walk is in there as well. Yeah. On base all 4 times tonight, Guerrero. Oh, boy. Rodriguez, a righty for the Blue Jays, is now up in their pen. I like candy. Yeah, so I have a buddy that was the voice of MCP Pants. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Folks, What if I was to tell you I had a friend that was a voice on Aqua Teen? Oh, that pitch up and in on Guerrero. Crowd doesn't like that pitch. Dubin's already come up and in on a previous batter right after he nearly hit a home run. Dubin, don't do anything stupid, okay? Yeah, you might remember my buddy Chris as MCP pants. Here's a fly ball to right. That ball is going to hit off the wall. Jeremiah, a leaping attempt. A run will score. Guerrero, getting greedy, trying to go to second base, is going to be nailed there to end the inning. But Vlad Guerrero Jr. strikes again. And Dubin, the only reason this inning is over is the greed of Guerrero, looking for an extra base. Guerrero now 3 for 3 with that RBI single. On base all 5 times. And it's now 6-1 as we go to the 9th inning. This game is looking rather decided. It's going to take something even more special than the madness we saw take place on this homestand we just finished up. I wanted to say if we went to this 9th inning down 2-1 or even 3-1, don't give up, because we have been making some crazy comebacks lately. But 6-1, that is asking probably too much. That's asking a bunch. Folks, I got connections. I might live in Thailand and I might be a hermit now when I'm 48, but when I was half my age, I was involved with a lot of stuff, with a lot of people that you might know. I don't really just go around talking about it because, it's just line of work I've been in. I've always been working either, in video, audio, photography, film, music, stage, usually behind the camera doing something. But part of that gig means you get to mingle with folks. You know what my favorite moment was working at the 930 Club? I'll tell you. Maybe it'll help people get over this crappy game that's unfolding before us. You guys remember talking about Spinal Tap? You know the Christopher Guest movie that came out in the mid-2000s, A Mighty Wind, which was sort of a rockumentary about folk bands? It had all the great comedy actors from previous Christopher Guest movies, your Eugene Levy's, your Michael McKeon's, your Catherine O'Hara's, all those folks. That movie got turned into a tour. They went on tour. They played venues. They played the 930 Club for 2 nights. Back in, I believe, 06, 07, I want to say. Gunnar Henderson's at the plate to begin the bottom of the 9th. He's got a 1-0 count. Little is on the mound after finishing up the 8th inning. Lefty on lefty. The 1-0 pitch is inside 2-0. So they were in town for 2 nights, which meant that they were staying in town, which meant the first night they were just kind of hanging out during the day leading up to the event, and I was staffed, working during the day. This is popped up by Gunnar, shallow left center. The shortstop will go out there to make the catch. Gunnar pops out, 1 out in the 9th, and here comes a pitching change for the Blue Jays. Little was in there to face Gunnar, and now the Blue Jays will likely bring in a right-hander that was getting loose, Rodriguez. Pitching change, called the bullpen. So I got to meet and have little chats with a lot of the people of that cast. Catherine, Michael McKeon, Eugene. I did not. Christopher Guest was nowhere to be found, which is not surprising. Everybody else that was just running around all day. Who is the lady? I actually don't know her name. The lady that was from American Pie. She was the MILF. You know this lady. God, I don't know her name, but she's a comedy actress. She was in Best in Show as well. What is her name? Let me just bring up the cast of A Mighty Wind. She was such a nice lady. I had a chat with her, and I don't even know her name. What is her name? Oh, God, I'll find it here in a minute. Jennifer Coolidge. Thank you, Andrea. Yeah, Jennifer Coolidge. Jennifer is all I needed. Jennifer Coolidge. Very, very cool. Parker Posey is when I probably lost my shit. During night 2, I was posted up outside the back alley of the venue, which is kind of like the double doors for bringing in band equipment and stuff. And, you know, you got to have a security post there. But it's also a convenient place for talent to sort of pop out and have a cigarette. And, you know, this was maybe just a couple of years after they had the smoking ban. You used to be able to smoke at the 930 Club. But, yeah, once the ban was in place, you had to pop out for a cigarette. So I'm just out there, you know, the show is on. So the alley and the sidewalk is empty. It's just me sitting on a stool smoking cigarettes. And out pops Parker Posey to share a cigarette with me for a few minutes. It was a dream come true. No, I did not try to get her digits. I just said, let me enjoy this moment. Don't say anything stupid. Try not to drool. All right, Yariel Rodriguez is going to try to close this game out for the Blue Jays. He's got a 5-run lead. The Orioles with just 2 hits tonight. They have as many errors as hits. It's not pretty. But, folks, who better to deliver a stinker than BW for you? Ryan Mountcastle, swing and a miss. Mounties 0 for 3 tonight. The 0-1, way outside. That ball goes all the way to the backstop. Other memorable conversations and run-ins. Sissy Spacek, I believe, came to see the Mighty Wind show, and she was sitting in the VIP area, which is in the upstairs sort of middle area of the club. If you know the venue, there's a little seating area where you can fit about a dozen stools. You can rope it off. And one of the 2 nights I was just in charge of securing that area, and Sissy Spacek was hanging out. That was fun. Here's a pop-up on the infield. First baseman France makes the catch. 2 down. Orioles down to their final out while BW reminisces about hanging out with some really cool famous people. Again, it's normally not something. Hey, guess who because there's so many. I could bring up somebody new every night. There's just too many. But an event like that with all those people, that one definitely jumps to the top of my list. Dylan Beavers, our last hope to keep this ball game alive. He gets a first pitch high for ball 1. Folks, last chance for you to show me your Beavers. Off the plate. 2-0. Yeah, what's going on with it's a final, the Phillies won. It's a final, the Mets lost. Wow. So, and the Reds are coming up. 2-0 to Beavers. There's a strike. The Blue Jay crowd on their feet here with 1 out to go. There you go, Andrea. Yeah, you were telling me that you got to meet. Hold on. Here's the pitch. That one is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You got to meet Wayne Coyle, right? Hang out with Wayne. Wayne's a cool dude. I got to hang out with Wayne. I didn't get to tell you that, but back on their soft bulletin tour, which was like, 20, how many? God, so long ago now. Beavers keeps the game alive with a base hit in a center field. Dylan Beavers. All he does is get on base.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Yeah, I first met the Lips on their soft bulletin tour. When was that? Like 99 or something? Yeah, 99. That wasn't my... I saw him play once before that, but that was the first time I got to hang with him. And I think I hung with the band some way, shape, or form about 3 or 4 times, I think. I'm trying to think of the venues. This game's over. Tyler O'Neill just popped up, foul ground on the first base side. Ty France makes the catch, and this game is over. Trevor Rogers began this game like he does most games. He was really, really good, but we had no run support for him tonight. We also made some very critical errors, and our bullpen, I don't really understand the usage, to be honest. We had 4 innings. Well, actually, we only needed 3 innings of the pen because the Blue Jays didn't have to bat in the 9th inning. But for 3 innings, we decided 2 arms were enough. And we made Sean Dubin stay out there too long, in my humble view. Maybe Inns as well. I don't know. I don't know what the point was to just using 2 arms out of the pen and what was a nice pitching duel going on where we had the lead at one point. Yeah. This is a weird one. The Blue Jays didn't mind going to their pen. They had 6 arms on the mound tonight. We used half as many. Explain that. How do you lose 6-1 and the team that scores 6 faces only 3 pitchers? The team that scores 1 faces 6. It doesn't make sense. This looks strange to me. Something isn't quite right. Yeah, this is a game that, look, folks, you had to know that we had to come back down to earth, right? That homestand was ridiculous. Ridiculous. 4 walk-offs, and then wrapping it up with a gunning down a runner at second base to end the ball game. Really, really exciting homestand. The kind of thrill level that you just can't maintain. So, yeah, reality check. We come here to Toronto tonight. Did not look good. Not pretty. Rogers looked fine. He's got a problem with one of his toes on his left foot. We hope it's no big deal. We hope we'll see him out there on his next turn. But otherwise, yeah, this was not a fun game tonight. Colton Cowser particularly with a forgettable night, although he did make one really nice catch. He did. It's unfortunate. Again, it will be heavily overshadowed by an 0-for-3 night at the plate and a misplay that led to a big run early, at least early on with the scoring, I should say, for the Blue Jays. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Blue Jays left 9 men on base. 1 run. We do wind up with more hits than errors. Thank you, Dylan Beavers, for that final hit. 3 hits, 2 errors for Baltimore. We left 4 men on. No, we left 5. Excuse me. Beavers was number 5. Time of the game? Not sure. I have to refresh. 2 hours and 42 minutes. 34,000 plus at Rogers Center. It looked like more than that to me, but I guess it's hard to tell. The Orioles go back to 9 games below 500. We are 3 games behind Tampa. Tampa's lost 3 straight, but at least they lost today. So we stay 3 games back. We got 3 games head-to-head with them. We want to get out of last place. It's really the only accomplishment to shoot for. Let's try to bounce back tomorrow from this, okay? Let's talk about tomorrow. We have an afternoon start, okay? Saturday afternoon, not late afternoon, kind of middle of the day. What are we talking about here? I think it's shortly after 2 o'clock. Hold on. The information might be right there. Might be looking right at it on your screen, at the bottom of the screen. But let me just check here. 3 o'clock. Okay, so 3:07 first pitch, which means this stream for tomorrow's game will start at 2:50 p.m. Eastern. Hello, Bud. How you doing? Game 2 will have a really interesting pitching matchup. If you like your grizzled veterans, we got a couple of guys that are going to be going to a Hall of Fame. One in America and one in Japan. Tomoyuki Sagano versus Max Scherzer. All right? Couple of chiseled, grizzled veterans. Come on over and check out this pitching matchup tomorrow, okay? Don't get here later than 3 o'clock if you don't want to miss the first pitch. And, yeah. There you go. Fisher, by the way, gets the win tonight. Dietrich Enns is given the loss. Fisher is 5-0. Enns is 3-3. The Orioles had won 8 out of 9 before that loss. So just remember that. We're 8-2 in our last 10, despite losing tonight. That's not bad. Offense was not there tonight. Let's see. Let me take a look at Max Scherzer, what he's done lately. He's the kind of guy that you never know. Is he getting shelled lately? Is he mowing guys down lately? Well, I'll tell you this. Oh, Scherzer is not doing well. We should have an opportunity to get this offense back on track. Let me tell you what Scherzer's done in his last 2 starts. 2 starts back, he only went 4 innings against the Brewers, gave up 9 hits. In those 4 innings, including 2 home runs, gave up 4 runs in 4 innings. He followed that up with his most recent start against the Yankees. He could only go 4 1/3, giving up 4 walks and 3 hits and a home run ball, 4 earned runs. All right, so Scherzer has been getting knocked around his last couple of starts. 8 runs in 12 1/3 innings. So let's hope that trend continues and our offense wakes up and we can level this series tomorrow. All right, folks, does that sound like a plan? Does that sound like a plan? We're going to get back and tie up this series? I hope so. Again, if you missed it, Jordan Westberg is back with Norfolk. He went 0 for 3 at the plate tonight. Let me check. Did he have another at-bat? Westberg, by the way, Durham beat Norfolk, if it matters to you, 5-3. Westberg did finish 0 for 3. He had another at-bat, but he was pinch hit for with Taryn Vavra. All right, that is about going to wrap her up, folks. Anybody got anything they need to get off their chest? We got over 120 likes. Good work. We got a new Magic member in, courtesy of Andrea's generosity. No super chats tonight. It's been a little dry in that department lately, folks. I got to tell you. Been a little bit dry. Hopefully that'll kick back in, maybe with a win tomorrow. We had a couple thousand people tuned in. Nice numbers here. They look good. Let's see if we can send you somewhere now. Oh, no, and yeah, we got to 3,450 on the subscriber count. Let's keep that moving. All right, so Yankees and Red Sox are on. New York is up to bat with that 3-run lead in the top of the 9th. Red Sox will come up down at least 3 in the bottom half of the inning. And I think that's the game I'm going to send you to, if I would assume the young man Thomas Fitzpatrick is calling this game. I'm assuming he is.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
So I'm going to double check and see. Fitzy, is that what you're doing? I'm looking. There he is. Yeah. Well, let me ask the chat. There's also some Canadian football. What do you want? Do you want the final few outs of Red Sox Yankees? Or do you want some Canadian football to just take your mind off baseball tonight? Rising Rhino's doing the football. Fitzy's doing the baseball. Maybe I should flip a coin. I don't know what to do. Boy. Nobody has any care. All right, I'm gonna take it a Rhino. Fitzy, don't get mad if this gets back to you. Come on, bud. I've been sending people to you. I don't really see you returning the favor that often. I got to be honest, Fitz. What's shaking, man? It's a gesture, right? I get it. Even if it's just like 5 people, that's not the point. It's the gesture. Okay. I think you're set up to go to Rhino here. All right, folks. Have a good rest of your Friday night. And wait a minute. There it is. Okay. Have a good rest of your Friday night. Come on back tomorrow afternoon. Let's try to even up this series. I want to thank the mods in the Charm City chat for another great night of helping out and keeping the chat nice and charming. Thanks, everybody, for hitting that like button and everything else. All right? Until tomorrow afternoon, sleep this one off and come on back and enjoy some baseball with me. This has been the BirdWatcher and the Hat. And we will chirp at you later. All right, folks? Have a good night. Sending